Oh, thank you, Stella. Mrs. Barrington should be here any moment.
Oh, dear. Mrs. Quartermain, I just can't really believe you're selling your beautiful jewelry.
Oh, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, but I know how you love some of those pieces.
We need the money, Stella. Mr. Quartermain's never denied me anything in all the years that we've been married. Now I can give him something.
Oh, it's a shame. Do you have to sell all of it?
Not quite all. Stella, I know how much you've always admired this brooch. I'd like you to have it.
Oh, Mrs. Quartermain, the sapphires and... Oh, I just couldn't.
Oh, nonsense. I insist. Mrs. Barrington has enough jewelry to last her for the rest of her life.
Well, then why does she have to come here and buy all of yours?
Well, she's a dear woman, Stella, but she's a great gossip, and I think owning some of my jewelry will give her something to talk about for a long time.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Quartermain. I really appreciate it. I'll treasure it always.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, dear. Now, we mustn't keep Mrs. Barrington waiting.
Oh, my.
Hello, Stella. Mrs. Quartermain is expecting me.
Yes, come in. She's in the living room.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Amanda, dear, how nice to see you.
Hello, Lila, dear. Lovely to see you,
Sit
too.
down and have some tea.
Oh, thank you. I heard some very disturbing news, a rumor, rather, that Alan and Monica were getting a divorce. I hope it isn't true, darling, is it?
I'm afraid it is.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So am I.
It's times like this that I'm glad my nephew, Derek, is still a bachelor.
Yes, yes. Well, shall we look at the jewelry now?
Oh, yes, why not? But for the life of me, I can't understand why you want to part with all these lovely things.
Well, it's because of the divorce, Amanda. You see, I was going to give everything to Monica, but now, under the circumstances, I think it would just be a painful reminder to her.
Oh, I understand. But I'm so pleased you thought of me.
Well, you were the only person I could think of who would really appreciate such fine pieces.
Oh, I tell you, I don't know how you can part with all of this. Everything is priceless.
Well, nevertheless, I'm putting a price on them.
Well, in that case, I just want to see everything.
Hello, Amanda. Lila.
Oh, Monica, I didn't expect you home so early.
Hello, Monica. How
Hello.
are you, dear?
Fine, thank you. Well, Alan told me what you were doing, Lila, and I wanted to have a chance to bid on this jewelry myself.
But I don't understand. I thought you didn't need all this, and, what with divorce.
Well,
and all
Amanda, I
that
may not
situation.
need it, but I want it. What are you paying for the necklace?
Well, we haven't even discussed the price yet.
Well, I'll double it, Lila.
That's not fair. I haven't had a chance to bid on anything.
How much do you want, Lila, for the bracelet?
Well, it was appraised at $15,000.
I will give you 30. Your turn, Amanda.
$30,000. Well, it's a beautiful bracelet, but I
Fine. Now, what about the matching ring, Lila?
Well, I don't know. That's not so valuable. I think between $300 and $400.
I'll give you 8. Amanda, your turn.
Well, I'm wasting my time being here.
Amanda.
Thank you for the tea, Lila. Goodbye, Monica.
Bye, Amanda.
I'll see myself out. Thank you, Stella.
Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Barrington. What happened?
Well, Stella, in a word, Amanda was aced. Do me a favor and put all this jewelry back in this case.
Yes, ma'am. You don't mind my saying so. Thank you. I am very glad Mrs. Barrington didn't buy these things. I would just hate to see anybody but a Quartermain wear this beautiful jewelry. Shall I put it in the safe, Mrs. Quartermain?
Yes, please, Stella.
All right. Excuse me?
Thank you, Stella. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you, dear.
Oh.
But I would like to ask you something.
What?
Why did you stop me from selling my jewelry?
I wasn't bluffing, Lila. I really will pay whatever you're asking for all of that jewelry.
Monica, dear, I've told you before, I don't want your charity.
But it isn't charity. You once told me, Lila, that you wanted to give all of your jewelry to Alan Jr. to give to his wife. Well, I want that for him, too.
You know, I was under the impression that you didn't want anything, Quartermain.
And that's not true either. My son is a Quartermain. My fight is with Alan. It isn't with you or Edward. And by the way, while we're on the subject, I want to apologize for losing my temper last week and saying I wanted you out of this house. Alan Jr. only has one set of grandparents. I don't want him to lose them.
We don't want to lose him either.
You were so dear to me, Lila. And as much as Edward and I snarl at each other, he is dear to me, too. And you know you were always welcome in my house.
Monica, dear, I do wish you'd give Alan another chance. Oh, I know he's very difficult to live with, but he does love you and Alan Jr. so very much.
Lila, it is just too late.
I'm afraid he's not going to give up his son without a fight.
Well, he's going to have Jason.
Yes, but Jason thinks of you as his mother, too, and surely you wouldn't send him away and separate him from
Lila,
his brother.
I would not want to send him. I mean, I'd be very happy to take Jason, too, if Alan would let me. But I'm sorry, my decision has been made. I want a divorce.
I see. Forgive me for being blunt, but are you in love with another man?
I beg your pardon?
Are you in love with another man?
Why are you accusing me of something like that?
I'm not accusing you, dear. I'm asking, and I hope that you're not for your sake.
What do you mean for my sake?
Well, my son has changed a great deal, but as you know, there is a dangerous side to him.
I'm not going to come and see you tonight, Sean. No, I'm alone. Edward's in Southampton, and I don't know where Alan is. I guess he's at the hospital. Probably. It doesn't make any difference, but... No, it's just, I had rather an upsetting scene with Lila, and I don't know. I'm worried about Buzz, and I don't think I'd be very good tonight, actually. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yeah, you have a good night, too. Okay, bye. Oh. Well, I didn't hear you come in.
Obviously. Oh, you're slipping, Monica.
What?
What if it had been Alan instead of me?
Well, it wouldn't have mattered. I was talking to Rick about Buzz.
Oh, try again, Monica. I have very good hearing.
Lorena, don't you have anything better to do than to eavesdrop on my phone conversations?
At the moment? No.
You really have a colossal nerve, you know that. May I remind you, dear cousin, that you are a guest in this house?
And may I remind you, dear cousin, that I could blow the whistle on you at any minute.
What do you want from me? Lorena, what is it that you want? I really cannot believe that you're still harboring a grudge because I was Celia's matron of honor.
No, that's not it. That marriage is history, and so is Celia. And I don't care what you do to Alan. But how could you put Jimmy Lee out on the street after he's so broken up about Buzz?
Well, I haven't. Excuse me, Lorena. I've done nothing of the kind. I have told Jimmy Lee that he is more than welcome to stay in that guest house for as long as he wants. Now, it is not my problem that he cannot deal with the memories.
Did he ask for me? Yeah, he was saying your name in his sleep.
It's gonna be all right, buddy. I'm right here with you, I promise you.
Strange watching the two of you together.
How do you mean?
You're very close, aren't you?
He's always been like a big brother to me. Oh, I'm sorry, Alan. I didn't mean any offense.
There's no problem, really. It's very difficult for half-brothers ever to be very close.
Yeah, maybe they had the same mother.
We've got the same father, and Edward now. Oh, you know Edward.
Yeah, you don't have to explain Edward to me.
I'm really going to try to dig in here at the hospital, make something more of my medical career.
Yeah. Seeing something like this, I guess losing the money doesn't seem that important.
Just family's important, that's all.
Jenny Lee. I'm here, Buzz. I'm right here with you.
10 milligrams of morphine. Watch out.
Hurry up, will you?
Hurts.
Hurry up, Alan, will you?
Okay, pal. Okay, pal. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. Try and go with it. Try and go with it. There. It's going to ease off in keep tabs on this 24 hours a day. I'm sorry, Jimmy Lee. This kind of pain's terrible to watch.
He's reliving Nam all over again. Why didn't he ever say anything, Alan? He was tortured. Cigarette burns. Plate in his head. Why didn't he say anything?
Some people have to do it alone, that's all. He's just got to go it alone.
Yeah. He's got to make it.